Hey, how's it fucking going, guys? I'm Joker, also, Joseph Gurr, and welcome to the Joseph Gurr channel. I go by Joe. So, if I say that, Joker, which is usually what I write down, it's what's on my ID. So there's no confusion. I go by Joe or Joseph, whatever. Just don't call me late for dinner. Or dipping on some Copenhagen wintergreen. I know it's been a fucking long time since I made a video. And I'll get into that and what I've been up to, but I already have a lip packed. I'm gonna pack a little filler here, just so we can have shit on camera. But if you have a dip in, great. Fucking if you want to add a flavor saver to that, fucking add on. If you don't have a can of dip, well, I'll wait until you get yourself a can of dip, or just pause the video right here and get yourself a can, and then crack that son of a bitch. If you have a new can on you that needs to be crack it. And if you pause it if you need to, because sometimes like you can use your fingernail and add that fucking barcode where they double it. Fucking always pain in the ass, no matter what. So I mean, sometimes it goes smoothly, sometimes it don't. So pause the video or fucking just wait until, or do it now, because I'm giving you a long time. So anyways, let's fucking pack as a can. Let's get us a flavor saver here. Now I got some dip nuggets in here. Oh, add that little flavor saver right there. We're spitting and fucking woody. Now, before I get into any other subject, here's something that's gone on. I've quit smoking for the most part. And for all you guys that don't know, I think I've mentioned this in my past videos. I didn't just use smokeless tobacco. I also smoked. I smoked mostly like cigars. But over the past month or so, I smoked a lot of cigarettes, and well, I got tired of them really quickly, and they started to hurt my lungs, and given that nasty aftertaste just really got nastier for a while, so I switched to vaping. Now, I really love this shit. The 3 people that smoke in my house have semi-switched to vaping. My mom's like, it's not smoking, but it's a lot better for you, honestly. It doesn't leave that nasty after fucking taste that, that ashtray feeling that after you smoke a little bit, you smoke like 3, 2 to 3, you just get that really fucking aftertaste. And it's more predominant in what I was smoking, which was regulars. But I smoked for the past like month, heavy, more than what I usually do. So I just got old real quick, and that taste fucking knocked me on my, like, ugh. It was really gross. It got to where after almost everything I smoked, whether it was flavored or not, other than like vaping, but tobacco wise, it just got to that nasty fucking taste. So, my brother on his 18th birthday, he got an e-cigarette. He turned 18 this March 17th. So, he went and got an e-cig just to try it out. And we liked it. I liked it better than fucking smoking. It didn't hurt my lungs like smoking does, and it didn't leave that nasty aftertaste. It left a better aftertaste. Tasted like what the flavor was. It didn't leave that ashtray flavor in my mouth for fucking an hour. And so I tried vaping, and I was like, I put two together. They pretty much were about the same. So I was like, I told my mom, and she liked the e-cig. And she's like, this is a better thing than smoking. Although I will give it this, we both agreed that these are not the same. And for the most part, with this, it nearly, I don't, like, why I smoked for the better part was because I like the smoke feeling. Like, okay, so I'll show you. I'm gonna take a drag of this, and I'll tell you what's in this after. You see, like that vapor smoke, whatever you want to call it? That's the feeling I liked from smoking. Plus, the nicotine was a bonus, but I like the feeling of the smoke. And like in bees, they use smoke to calm down. If I was more riled up, I mean, I dip too, but the smoke and smokes is what really did it for me. I mean, nicotine wise, it doesn't really matter if I have nicotine or not because I dip and I get a lot more nicotine from that. Even though sometimes in the morning, a morning smoke will get me. Just like a morning dip will. But this has, for the better part, replaced smoking. I know you shouldn't trade habits for each other, but this is a better habit than smoking. And, you know, it's working for me, and I live, you know, I agree I've only had this for about a day now, but I've smoked. My DJ's wife has one, and she's a heavy smoker. She didn't. She's like, it's not the same. Didn't do it for her, but when I take a few drags and I was like, fuck, why the hell am I smoking? I love this, and I get to change the flavor. But I will say, get a fucking menthol because a lot of the flavors, I highly suggest get a menthol flavor as well because that will cut some of the sweetness and some of those flavors. Because like a lot of the flavors are pretty fucking sweet, and you're like, I need a fucking break from all the sweetness. But anyways, what I have in this is Iceberg, which is the menthol minty flavor. To me, it tastes like a really good mint. Watermelon, which tastes like watermelon. Nectar of the Gods. I can't even begin to describe the flavor. It's a party of really goodness in your mouth. And Smarties. Smarties to me, it's like the candy, but the Smartie e-juice to me tastes like a fucking grapey cotton candy taste. Really fucking delicious. But that's what's taken over my smoking for the most part. Because I just got tired of that nasty ashtray feeling in my mouth. And that doesn't kill my lungs. Like, it doesn't make my lungs feel heavy or feel all the crud in my lungs. Because after I do that, like, it's not so predominant, I guess. I mean, smoking anything, inhaling anything like that is not good for you. Smoking or vaping, whatever. But smoking is, I would say, is a lot fucking worse on your lungs than vaping ever will. And like, I've never heard of black lung coming from vaping. And if you guys don't know what black lung is, it's tar buildup in your lungs, which slowly kills off your lungs. And with that, hasn't really. You wait a little minute, you wait a little bit, and if you ever get a heavy feeling from vaping, it disintegrates. There's no tar in it, nothing like that. So, I was like, fuck yeah, I like that. I like that a lot better than smoking. But I do, and I will smoke occasionally, mostly like cigars and shit. I like cigars more than cigarettes. But, yeah, that's what I've done. But, on to what I've been doing and why it's been taking me so fucking long to make a video. Well, see, I've been really busy. It's not that I haven't had dip, because I'd still make a video if I had dip or not. It's just time. I've been hanging out with DJ quite a lot, and I've been helping him do shit, like on his family's farm. I think in my past video, I said that. But, that's what I've been doing in fishing. if you guys can't see, well, in the light, kind of light, but I've gotten a tan. Oh, you can see it in my fucking face. It's not so white. Well, that comes from being outside all the time, other than my fucking forehead. But you can start to see the tan lines from like where it's really white to where it's a little darker down there. Yeah. But I'll tell you this, I've caught the biggest fish both times. All the times we've been fishing. Like, so, fuck yeah. I caught this weird looking fucking fish last time we went fishing, which was last Thursday? No, Friday. Friday, which was fucking weird looking. It looked more like a mixture of a salmon, steelhead, and a trout. Like, if those two had babies, that's what it fucking looked like. It was weird looking, and his pictures are on his on his phone, and I will get them, and I'll try to post them on here. I don't know how I'll do that, or try to do that, but I'll try. And if not, I'll post them, if you're on Dip University, I'll post them there, and let you guys know. And while I haven't been making videos, I haven't been on the internet really I haven't been on, like, the past few days I've been on there more than I have for almost 2 weeks. Only because he doesn't have internet at his house, and most of the time I'm not around any place to get internet. So, but that's what I've been doing. That's what's been up with me. I don't know if I said this in my last video, but I did see the specialist again. Another note, I didn't actually see the specialist himself. I saw his PA. I like his PA quite a lot. He's a pretty cool guy. And I found out, like, instead of what the PA, when I first went to the specialist, I didn't know what the fuck I was going there for. But I asked the PA because, the specialist the first time, the guy said the only way I'd ever lose weight is through gastric bypass. Well, I was kind of like, I don't want to go fucking there. And I think I said this in a past video, but just to recap. I didn't really want to fucking go there. I was unhappy of going there. I was like, the only reason I was going there is to show you, fuck you, specialist. I lost weight. I proved you wrong, motherfucker. And I'm going to try to continue to prove him wrong by, losing weight, trying to keep my weight down, which is kind of, it's hard, especially when your work and stuff, or you're not at your house. Because at my house, I have all the instruments to watch my weight. But if I'm over at my buddy's, I don't, so I have to go by eye to eye, what I see and what I know from what I have here. And sometimes, and that's the one major thing about losing weight is you gotta try to eat healthier. Use proportions. Eat smaller proportions than what you normally do. And that's the hardest part when you don't have certain things like measuring cups. One thing I'm missing is a fucking scale, because in cheese, it's measured, like if you don't have the grated cheese, it's measured in ounces. And that's kind of hard, because when you have like a slice of cheese, or a block of cheese, and you slice it, like an ounce is for Kobe Jack and Monterey Jack or whatever. Kobe Jack, that yellow and white cheese, it's not grated, and you slice it, how the hell do you know it's an ounce? There's no magical knife that has, ounces and whatnot, so you can slice it, or depth of what an ounce is. So, and even if that was possible, you couldn't get it, you try to cut a cheese straight, and if you don't have a cheese cutter, good fucking luck. But, that's the only thing I really have issues with. Because hard telling what a fucking ounce is. But without that. But that's the only thing But here's what the PA said. Because I asked him, because now I learned that I'm mostly going to be dealing with the PA instead of the specialist himself, unless the PA has a question. But pretty much, I'm hypoglycemic. And, which in itself is a good, bad thing, I guess. Because my hypoglycemia, how I have it, is my pancreas is overproducing insulin. And that's no good, alright? Um, but when your pancreas is producing a lot of insulin, it's going to wear itself out. And the PA said that that's there's nothing we can do about that other than try to get it to steer the other way. And I'll explain more in part 2 because this is getting longer than I remember. So anyways, I'll see you guys in part 2.